Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into the top 10 AI headlines from August 22nd, 2025. And let me tell you, it wasn't just another day. It feels like a real turning point for AI.
You're absolutely right. That date, it's like a snapshot of the whole AI revolution happening right now. You can see these three big tensions sort of coming to a head. Acceleration versus control, openness versus secrecy, and, well, promise versus peril. Yesterday's news really gives us a startlingly clear view of what's next.
Okay, let's break that down. First up, this is huge. GPT-5 is here. OpenAI redefines intelligence with native reasoning and agentic architecture. So, GPT-5 officially landed. What makes this such a massive jump?
It's a total game changer. GPT-5 isn't just a better chatbot. It's a proper agent. It has native reasoning built in, so it doesn't just, spit back information. It can actually think through complex problems and, crucially, act on its own.
Act on its own, like...
Well, imagine asking it, plan and book my whole trip to Japan, flights, hotels, everything, and it just does it. That's huge for science, for developers. It really fuels that acceleration tension we talked about.
Wow. Okay, proactive AI. That's powerful stuff. But when the leader makes a move like that, others usually respond.
Definitely, they have to.
Which leads us straight to headline number 2, the open source counterattack. Meta launches Llama 4, a family of multimodal models based on a mixture of experts architecture. Meta hitting back with Llama 4. Is this the open source world fighting proprietary models?
Exactly. Llama 4 is actually a whole family of models, and they're open weight. They use this mixture of experts architecture. Think of it like having a team of specialized mini AIs working together. It makes them super efficient and naturally good at handling different types of data, like images and text together.
And wasn't there something about a huge context window?
Yes. Their Llama 4 Scout model. It has a context window of 10 million tokens. That's like the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy fed in at once.
Yeah.
It's really about democratizing powerful AI, the openness side, challenging the closed garden approach.
Right, opening up the field, which should speed things up even more. But all these powerful models, they need serious hardware, don't they?
That's the engine behind it all.
So number 3, Nvidia unveils Vera Rubin, the roadmap to 100 petaflops and the era of AI reasoning. Nvidia is already showing us what's coming with Vera Rubin. What kind of power boost are we talking?
We're talking serious muscle. Vera Rubin coming in 2026, targeting 50 petaflops using FP4 precision. Then Rubin Ultra in 2027, aiming for 100 petaflops. FP4 is this specialized format perfect for AI thinking.
Tailor-made for models like GPT-5 then?
Exactly. They're designing these chips specifically for that kind of advanced AI reasoning. It ensures the hardware can keep up, but the energy use and the cost, astronomical. More acceleration.
A power race with big implications. And Europe is trying to maybe put the brakes on a bit, or at least steer things.
They're certainly making their move, yes.
Which brings us to 4. AI Act. Europe takes action with the publication of the Code of Conduct for General AI, threatening first sanctions. The EU's AI Act is getting real. What does this Code of Conduct mean practically?
It means rules. Specifically for these big general-purpose AI models, GPAI, we're talking mandatory transparency, managing systemic risks. If your model is powerful enough above a certain compute threshold, like 125 FLOPs, you have to document it, test it, label it.
And there are penalties.
Big ones. Fines could go up to 7% of your global revenue. This is Europe really trying to impose some control, trying to set the standard globally.
A definite shift. But let's switch gears to the promise side. AI for good, like in medicine.
Absolutely. Some truly hopeful news there.
Number 5. Revolution in medicine. MIT researchers announced the discovery of 2 new AI-designed antibiotics. AI finding new antibiotics. Is this as big a deal as it sounds for fighting superbugs?
It really is. A major breakthrough. Researchers at MIT and Harvard used AI to find 2 completely new antibiotic molecules, DN1 and NG1. They seem effective against nasty stuff like MRSA and resistant gonorrhea. The AI sifted through like 36 million compounds incredibly fast.
Wow.
Yeah. It could genuinely kick off a sort of second golden age for antibiotics. The path to actually getting them into pharmacies is long, of course, but the potential is enormous. Real promise.
Incredible potential. But AI's promise also includes changing how we work, maybe even replacing some software.
That shift is definitely underway.
Leading to number 6, the era of autonomous agents. An IBM report predicts the end of SaaS and the advent of a new software economy. IBM predicting the death of SaaS. Are these autonomous agents really going to kill off things like Salesforce or Google Workspace?
Well, IBM is calling 2025 the year of the agent. these agentic AIs, they can just do complex tasks using APIs without needing a fancy user interface. So the idea is the value moves away from the software app itself towards orchestrating these agents.
So instead of clicking around, you just tell the agent what you want done.
Exactly. Manage my calendar, draft that project plan. It just handles it. It could completely disrupt the whole software as a service model, a major economic shift.
A potential earthquake, yeah. But this tech power, it also gets tangled up in geopolitics, doesn't it?
Oh, deeply. The stakes are very high there.
Number 7, chip war. Nvidia bypasses sanctions with the B30A, a custom Blackwell chip for China. Nvidia's B30A chip for China. Are they trying to get around U.S. sanctions?
It's a balancing act. The B30A is a custom version of their Blackwell architecture, specifically for China. It's designed to give maximum performance without crossing the threshold set by U.S. export controls. They use a specific single die design to help with that.
Is it true they're sharing revenue?
There are reports, yeah, that Nvidia might have agreed to give the U.S. government like 15% of its China revenue from these chips. It's a really complex move in the U.S.-China tech war. Shows that tension between openness for business and secrecy for compliance.
You can feel that tension. But taking that power, AI itself can become a weapon too. The peril aspect.
It's a very serious concern, yes.
So number 8, Cyber War 2.0. A Palo Alto Networks report reveals the use of offensive AI by state-backed groups. AI in cyber warfare. What kind of new threats are we facing?
Palo Alto Networks is saying state actors are now using offensive AI. We're talking AI creating shape-shifting malware, super personalized phishing emails, and deepfakes, even AI finding new security holes automatically.
An AI arms race.
Pretty much AI versus AI on the cyber battlefield. And the fact that our defenses are often fragmented makes it even harder. Plus, the idea of backdoored AI models being used, that's terrifyingly sophisticated.
Invisible smart threats. And again, speaking of terrifying, life and death decisions by machines, that's a huge ethical minefield.
They're one of the biggest we face.
Which is number 9, killer robots. France softens its stance on autonomous weapons, sparking an ethical outcry. France changing its position on autonomous weapons, on killer robots. What are the risks here?
A report from their Defense Ethics Committee suggested basically that how much autonomy is acceptable might depend on the situation. That's a pretty big shift for France, a sort of mini revolution in their thinking. It could open the door to more AI control on the battlefield, maybe when things get too fast for humans.
But the critics?
They're worried about a slippery slope, obviously. And who's responsible if an autonomous weapon makes a mistake? A huge question of accountability. This hits peril and control head on.
Profound issues. Okay, last one. Let's jump way ahead to quantum computing.
The really far out future, yeah.
Number 10, quantum leap. Google publishes promising results on its Willow chip, accelerating AI quantum convergence. Google's Willow quantum chip. Is quantum the ultimate future for AI?
It might be. Google's results with Willow are exciting because they've managed to reduce errors enough that practical use seems, well, less science fiction. This chip can apparently do calculations in minutes that would take today's best supercomputers billions of years. Yeah. It's a big step towards merging AI and quantum computing that could unlock just unimaginable power for AI models, maybe by 2030. Another wave of acceleration potentially starting.
A truly mind-bending future computationally. So, okay, we've covered a lot from just one day, August 22nd, 2025. What's the big picture? What does it all tell us about AI right now?
I think this deep dive shows AI is absolutely at an inflection point. The power, the tech, it's undeniably here, exploding even. But the rules, the frameworks, the societal understanding to manage it, that's lagging behind. The next year or so feels critical.
So what are the key things you think we and our listeners should really keep an eye on moving forward?
We'll definitely watch the rise of that agentic economy IBM talked about. Could it really kill SaaS? Also, the fight between open and closed AI models is only going to intensify. Then there's the AI Act. How will that collision between regulation and innovation play out? Plus the hardware side, chip bottlenecks, the geopolitics, and always, always the ethics, especially around things like autonomous systems.
Yeah, huge challenges, huge opportunities. They affect everyone. If you had one core message for people listening after hearing all this.
I'd say staying informed isn't really optional anymore. It's kind of a responsibility now for all of us. The goal isn't, and probably can't be, to stop the innovation. The real challenge is guiding it, steering it towards, a future that's fair and safe for everyone.
A powerful thought to wrap up our deep dive into the latest in AI. Find us again on Monday at 6 p.m. for the day's AI news on RGNews. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell.